Already sitting with my chair in position, so no groaning today. Sorry to the rewatch crew, but no groaning this time. There you go. Hey, Brooke. Hey, Jenna. I did tell you to back off because you were being a bit harsh on Zoe. You were being a bit aggressive towards Zoe. Hey, Vanna. Hey, Killface. Hey, Rara. I mean, I made a joke about dad banging. She wasn't really trauma dumping. I had made a joke about dad banging. And, it's only been a couple months for her. Hey, Kelly. Anywho's. I'm now about halfway through the Infinity Particle, the graphic novel that I'm reading. Finished my rewatch of Star Trek Lower Decks. I was gonna start my rewatch of Prodigy, but then I remembered it's not fucking on Paramount anymore. Because why would the streaming service that boasts about having all the Star Trek stuff actually have all the Star Trek stuff? So annoying, so stupid. I hate that they don't even have Prodigy on there anymore. So stupid of them. Hey, Nancy. Be too easy. Yep. So instead, tonight I will start my rewatch of Strange New Worlds. And then once I finish that, I'll get Netflix again so I can rewatch Prodigy. And after Prodigy, I'll move on to Sailor Moon. Which I'm pretty sure is on Netflix here in Canada. Still too early for ads. Go. Or maybe it's not. Might need to get a different one. Sure. It's Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon Kelly. Is Hash Brown a person too? Who's Hash Brown? Yeah, it's it's my Sailor Moon, my Sailor Senshi shirt, my Sailor Scout shirt. Hey, Bambi. It's a line from that Cat Cafe game. Right, yes. See, this is Sailor Moon and Mercury, Jupiter, Mars, and Venus. At least I'm pretty sure. Wait, which is which? This might be Venus and that Mars. Yeah, I think this is Venus and that's Mars. Never mind. They have vaguely similar silhouettes, actually. Yeah, Venus has bigger hair. And she's got that little bow on top. Hey, Buttercup. Are you rubbing your nipple? I wasn't. I was. I had a little bit of a. I had just like a loose hair on it. Yeah, so it might actually be tough to find Sailor Moon here in Canada. I'll need to figure out which streaming service actually has it. Tubi might, looks like. Hey, Nova. Yep, all right. Tubi has it. Oh, so is My Little Pony. Hey, Comic Brook. I'll need to see which, whether it's the sub or the dub or what. Are we playing trivia? Nope, not tonight. No, I was looking up. I was trying to look up where to watch, where I'll be able to watch Sailor Moon here in Canada. Because once I finish rewatching, I finished rewatching Star Trek Lower Decks. So next up is going to be Star Trek Strange New Worlds. YouTube? Maybe. When's Cove 2 coming out? Probably next year. It won't be Cove. It's not going to be Cove in it. I wouldn't expect Cove to show up at all, frankly. But Our Life sequel will be coming out next year. Do you think chicks with muscles are hot? Yeah, I mean, they can be. Depends on the level of muscle. There is a certain level of muscle that I just stopped finding attractive. Like bodybuilders. Like the ones that are like just all muscle. Like there is, I mean, like scariest person in the world you can think of. Mm. A lot of scary people. But I mean, I imagine it's the same for, for people who are attracted to men, that there's a certain level of muscle that a lot of men attracted people just stop finding attractive. Again, most notable with bodybuilders. There's a point where it starts to look unnatural, is what it is. Like at a certain level of muscleness, it just starts looking weird and unnatural. Like the human body is not meant to look that way, right? Bodybuilders look gross too. Yeah, like the human body is not supposed to look like that. Hides the goodies too. I don't know. I mean, like, I don't particularly watch wrestling, but I see a few videos here and there. And someone like Grace Jordan. Like Grace Jordan has some phenomenal muscles. And she looks damn good. The most least attractive human body to me is an extreme bodybuilder. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't look natural is what it is, what it comes down to. Yeah, someone like Jordan Grace, she clearly spent a lot of time working out. And you can tell that she is immensely strong. And she rocks the look. She looks phenomenal. Pizza? No pizza. So yeah. Muscles are attractive until they start looking until it starts looking creepy. Any extreme in a body looks gross. Too skinny, too fat, too muscle. Yeah. Muscles better than too fat or skinny. Like Ellie said, once it gets to extremes, it stops mattering. It just looks gross. Give me a fatty. Yeah, I mean, like there's an extreme at which point it's like, nope, that is just gross. And skinniness, yeah, there's a point where it's like, oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm muscly, but far, far, far from being too muscly. I'm not muscly at all. Bearded woman. I mean, I suspect that would probably be a turnoff for me. My last girlfriend did have a little bit of, hey, Jordan. My last girlfriend did have like a few scraggly hairs, which she didn't always bother getting rid of. And it didn't really bother me that much. It didn't really bother me, so. But again, once it starts getting like, been told I am too beautiful and intense. Could you not pluck them chin hairs? I mean, she could have, but I mean, I was like, I never made an issue out of it, so managed to pop a bothersome zit. Always nice. I think it was one of those things where she just probably just didn't really care enough to pluck the hairs. We were making an issue of 3 chin hairs. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't like, it wasn't a big deal. Apologize, unnecessary hair really chaps my gullet. Hey, Concha. One date a bodybuilder? Nah, I don't think I would now. Would I ever get a hair transplant? I don't know. Trying to pluck one longer hair is not as easy as just shaving it off. Yeah. Shaved my legs today and it had been a while. Been a while since I've shaved my legs too. Jenna, thank you for a gift membership, Jenna. Congratulations to Glasgow. Who? Have they ever shaved your legs? I actually did try once. Um, and yeah, my leg hair is too thick to shave. I did try shaving my legs once, and it is too thick. Jenna, thank you for another gift membership. Congratulations to Pug Mama. That name I might have seen before. I might have seen Pug Mama before. Maybe. Let's try in there. Kind of what I'm thinking. If I ever manage to start my transition, decide to shave my legs, I might go try some there. I'd be worried about it because, like, I'd be worried about, like, rashes. Because I'm pretty sure it can cause rashes. Just need a good razor. Your skin toughens up. Sure. All right. Do our shower kill face. Says not to shave on the bottle. Hold on, let me look. Razor hates to see Cho coming. I think what I would probably do is like I would like try and air it just like on a patch. Just like do like a small patch. Just to see if it did cause any Silent. Welcome to thank you for becoming a member, Silent. Thank you for the membership, Silent W. Welcome. Don't need to shave your legs, sweet woman. No, but I mean, shaved legs look better in skirts. Yeah, like if you're wearing long legs, if you're wearing like full pants, then yeah. Oh, my legs are hairy. Who cares? Nobody's seeing them. But if I want to get away with wearing skirts, it just looks better when they're shaved. Leggings. Yeah. Hey, cheesy poofs. You can see ankles when you cross legs with pants. Depends how long the pants are and whether you're wearing socks as well. If you're wearing socks, then no. I don't shave my legs. As a woman, your leg hair is probably going to be a lot finer than mine is. Love the idea of being strong, but I find weightlifting so boring. It does seem boring. Luigi Mangione, sockless, shackled. And turning everyone on, becoming like a sex icon for it. Yeah. I love I genuinely love that Luigi Mangione, that Luigi is just so popular. Jumps and yell that don't shave and not get itchy. Like it's just amazing to me because like the establishment really wants Luigi to be unpopular. The people in power really want everyone to turn against Luigi. But it's not happening. Everybody loves the guy. Hey, cheesy. I also get swamp ass. It really is mine. Yeah, I mean, what it comes down to is he chose the right person to target. He really, really did. People don't like executives, and people really don't like healthcare executives. Weight machines don't mean it's harder than an incel delivery driver. Greek salad, salmon, and asparagus. been on an inflammatory diet. If you press for jobs, absolutely demeaning and emotionally abusive. Yep. Yep, it is. I am on no diet. I don't do diets. Our date is cardio. Gotta be done. To get hired and accept a job, I would be rejecting the system. Greek salad is salad, so meh. Salmon, okay. Asparagus, never had asparagus. Don't want to try asparagus. You're scared if you transition, you might regret it? Not particularly, honestly. That's not really something that I'm worried about. Hey, Barbara. If it makes you feel any better, Comic Brook, I continue to put no effort into my health. I'm still making no effort whatsoever to be healthy. Turkey burger and onions with sauteed cabbage. Because he was talk about this while I hit rock bottom. Apparently so. Yeah, might be. Might be time to end the. Might be time to close up the channel. Yeah, once people start talking about their diets and their exercise, once people start talking about their exercise regimens, hey, average dude, yeah, that hey, color purple, that does seem like that's the end right there. Is there any recovering from that? Ate 3,000 calories of Wendy's on Fridays. Looked again. That's 1% of people transition regret it. Yeah, and yeah, the detransition is usually detransitions are usually due to outside factors rather than actual regret. Don't worry, I just had some fries and mozzarella sticks. Didn't do any exercise today. Good, Buttercup. That's good. I'll never give up aspartame. The movie's getting rid of everything. I mean, that's been the goal for the Republican Party for decades. It's worth noting that get rid of everything has been the goal of the Republican Party for decades. Keep the military, keep the police, keep prisons, keep anything that punishes people. Keep anything that that's useful for keeping them uppity black folks in line. But they won't get rid of welfare. They might cut it. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there ends up being cuts to it. Like, I don't know if I don't know if they've talked about it or not, but I would not be the least bit surprised if there were cuts to welfare. both federally and in multiple, probably a fair number of states. So many government jobs lost. Yep. People's way to feed their family. Yeah, but I mean, it's not like Republicans don't give a shit about people being able to take care of their families. Yeah. If someone is struggling, then it's because they didn't try hard enough. Gotta pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Never mind that the point of that whole expression is that it is literally impossible to do that. That it is physically impossible to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. That it's not how physics work. If I move to Canada, will you get a villa with me? Mm. I didn't like canceling because I was killing someone if they lost their job. I didn't like canceling what, cheesy poofs? But yeah, I mean, it's gotta refill my water. Yep. Oh, canceling people like when they did something wrong. I mean, depends on what they did. Like I was totally fine with canceling Kevin Spacey, for example. Criminals, non-prison should have jobs. Yep. Yes, well. Kevin Spacey, yes, by all means, cancel Kevin Spacey. Or like somebody does a Nazi salute, absolutely cancel them. I don't give a shit if they suffer. I don't give a shit if their family suffers. They're fucking Nazi. They deserve to suffer. So, yeah, it very much depends on what the person did. Hey, Tori. If they get in an argument over an e-bike, I mean, like, as I recall, wasn't that person like just violently racist? So the thing, like, I got nothing against racists suffering. Hey, British, job prospects. Haven't heard back from any of them. Taking one of those tests that shows you ancestry percentages. Absolutely not. I have no desire to give my DNA to anyone. I don't want I have no interest in giving my DNA to any sort of company or anything. Racist getting canceled, Buttercup. I've got nothing against racists getting canceled and suffering. I absolutely have something against racists. Anyway, I am going to get more water. So give me a minute. I want a 40-foot tall woman with cat features to step on me. Good quote, good quote. Hey, Rebecca. One thing I will say, the people who rail against cancel culture, dead fucking silent when when the person being canceled is espousing progressive attitudes. To your opinion on AI, it's bullshit. But like, there were people who last year was a perfect example of it, frankly. There were people who lost jobs, who got kicked out of college because they were protesting against the ethnic cleansing in Gaza. The media reported breathlessly on the slightest criticism that the people defending the ethnic cleansing received. But the people who were protesting against it, a lot of people suffered consequences for it. There were people in the entertainment industry who actually lost contracts because they spoke out against the ethnic cleansing. And all the people who bitch about cancel culture had jack fucking shit to say about that. The Boeing whistleblower. I mean, that person got murdered or died mysteriously. That's not cancellation. That's mysterious death. Dame keep you in Russia or in jail for donating to Ukraine while there. Not surprised. Yeah, when people complain about cancel culture, what they really mean is I should be able to say whatever racist, sexist, and horrific things I want to say. I should be able to say whatever terrible things I want without any consequences for it. Hey, Elizabeth. And not only no consequences, I should have a platform to say whatever disgusting shit I want. That's what they're actually upset about, is the idea that Yeah. That they don't get a platform to say bad shit. Your job taken away at any controversy with that event? The reality is, a lot of the people who like complain about it, they didn't lose any fucking jobs. Or else if they did, is because, yeah, you said something fucking horrible. You said or did something horrible. Like, Mel Gibson is still working. Mel Gibson spewed anti-Semitic bullshit while being arrested for drunk driving. And he had to take 2 years off work. Shit, I'm not sure if he even did that. I think he just spent a couple years under the radar. So, yeah, it's 2006 that happened. So yeah, basically Mel Gibson made misogynistic and anti-Semitic comments while being arrested for drunk driving, and he basically took 3 years off and has been working consistently since 2010. I like that being canceled. That's the oh so terrible consequences he suffered. Taking 3 years off and then coming back and having a new movie every year for the past 15 years. It's worse for non-rich people. Again, there's not that many actual instances of it. When it does happen, more often than not, it is because the person said or did something horrible. You know, use that example of the city bike, the e-bike. From what I can recall, that person was being really fucking racist. Did you ever see proving it was her bike? I don't remember the details of it. That's not helping. What was the story? I don't remember. It was a long time ago. I can't even I don't remember the details of it either. Tried to rush off and call for help. Yeah, Uncle Buck. I can't find this. I don't even know how to find the story at this point. It's so long ago, and there's so many stories about e-bikes. So many stories out there involving e-bikes that you know trying to find that particular story is a needle in a haystack without knowing one of the names or anything like that. How do e-bikes get home? I think there are people who actually I think there are people who go around and collect them. Sarah Jane Comrie. I don't even fucking care. I don't even fucking care. What's for dinner? I'll be having rice. You say she's defensive because she was pregnant. I say the black guy is defensive because there is a long history of white women weaponizing their tears to get black men killed. So, how's the weather in Cornwall? Mm. Cold, probably. Not that bad actually. -1. White rice with butter and salt. Yeah. -3, and looks like a bit windy, probably. Hi, Nadine. Learning recipes to try? Nope, I am not. I mean, I do put salt in the rice as well, Bearcup. You know, I do salt the water. Mexican rice and yellow rice is good. Salting the water doesn't. Why would it not count? I salt the hell out of the cooked rice. Why? It doesn't need it. Hi, Cadence. Shouldn't really need it. I don't know. I don't. Maybe just because I put a lot of sauce on it. Salt is life. Sure. I do put a lot of sweet and sour sauce on it. I like steak. That said, I switched to the no name sweet and sour sauce. didn't. It's my first time trying it. It didn't impress me. Nowhere near as good as the BH sauce. We'll see if. Bye, cheesy. We'll see it maybe just like if if I get used to it. Got a couple jars of it to get through, so maybe I'll get used to it. But I don't know. Been adding picante sauce to my rice. Oyster sauce. I'm gonna go ahead and guess probably not. Alfred. No, it's No Name brand. No Name is the actual brand. It's a Canadian brand. There's Loblaws is sort of one of the big grocery store chains here in Canada, and they have their own brand of things. Canadian bacon, sure. So it's not off-brand. It's like, hey, Scriptcode. It's actually called No Name. Is the actual name of the brand. See? No Name. Or Sans Nom. Hey, Andrew. Just making fun of how they sometimes name those off-brands. I'm trying to sound like the original, but fail. Superstore, Canadian Gym. I think Chantal might have seen. I feel like I saw Chantal watching it once in a while. Butter sauce. Sugary stuff hurts my teeth. Hey, Caleb. Has anyone ever watched that movie Waiting? Hi, Caleb. It was terrible. That movie was so fucking bad. Like, genuinely, it was a shitty ass movie. Yeah. Oh, it's just stupid. Yeah, this one was 2005. So this was fairly early, relatively early. Well, not really, not actually that early in his career. Yeah, this is when he was like, this is when Ryan Reynolds was sort of starting to become well known. It was early in his actual famous period. Battered Fish? I think so. Waiting to Exhale? Never watched that one. Hi, Christina. Mask with Cher? Never watched that one. Winter Kill. Not familiar with that one. Can't focus on movies anymore. I get distracted too easily. I've never actually watched Kick-Ass. Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes, gross out comedy that's more gross than comic. Fair. Roger Ebert, melancholy for comedy, which yeah, it's genuinely not a. It was genuinely not a good movie. The comedy was just most of the jokes fell flat. The characters were largely unsympathetic. The whole thing just sucked. You have the Sunday scaries. Oh, tired. I love sleep, but I don't want Monday. Yeah, Mondays suck. Excuse me. You ever had a feeling where you think someone in your family had died? Nope. Do you find Mr. Reynolds sympathetic? Yeah. Oh, is Larry here? I don't know if Larry's ever here. I just say hello. Matt Phelan? Nope. I don't know that author. Do you know the author D's Nuts? Writes graphic novels and is going to your school. Neat. Well, he's not on Wikipedia. Huge ass. Children's book author. Explains why I'm not familiar with him. I mean, it looks like he does mostly does a lot of children's books. So that would explain why I'm not familiar with him. I don't pay much attention to. I don't pay any attention to until AI post. I did not, Jordan. Am I going to need to? Am I going to need to say something to her? Kevin McCloskey? Nope. He writes adult books. People sent her some AI art. I did not order Girl Scout cookies. Good night, Ismael. So it's $600 worth of them. Nice. I get old woman nose. Give me a moment. Say a funny joke. A funny joke. There you go, Games. I said it. A dirty joke. Twin pigs fell in the mud. You like this, man? Two pigs fell in the mud. Why did the pig cross the sidewalk? Gotta tell family and friends about me. Today was not a shower day. Tomorrow's a shower day. Showered yesterday, I'll shower again tomorrow. All right. Since somebody wanted a dirty joke, I looked up some dirty jokes. Why isn't there a pregnant Barbie doll? Ken came in another box. Why did the girl cross the road? To get away from you, you damn pervert. Don't have my virginity anymore, but I still have the box it arrived in. Two old ladies were sitting on a park bench when a man in a trench coat came up and flashed them. One old lady immediately had a stroke. The other couldn't quite reach. Got music? No, I don't. I'm tragically white. Anyway. How do you not just start moving when 3-6 Mafia comes on? Like I said, it's not. I'm tragically white, so it's just not something that I listen to. Am I as bad as Elvis if I like white rappers? Maybe. Polar Bear walked into a bar and told the bartender, "I'll have a gin and tonic." The bartender said, "Why the big pause?" Horse walks into a bar. You sent me that clip, Vanna, yet. What's your favorite ice cream? Vanilla. I do like me some vanilla ice cream. If Joe walks into a bar. Three blondes walk into a bar. The fourth one ducks. I remember I told that joke to somebody once in high school and they did not get it. I had to fucking act it out. What do I do for a living? Right now, nothing. Have you ever walked into a pole? Probably. Say it again. Okay. Three blondes. What a surprise! What a surprise, Jordan. That you're not. That you're the one I have to explain the blonde joke to. I'm joking. Three blondes walk into a bar. The fourth one ducks. Another joke. There you go, Cadence. Can you say it again, but slower? All right, all right. Have you ever looked a pool in the winter? No. Do I work? No, right now. I'm unemployed at the moment. I am looking for something. I am looking for a job, but a vampire walks into a bar and asks the bartender for a boiling glass of water. Bartender says, I thought you vampires only drink blood. Vampire pulls out a tampon and says, I'm having tea. Did he pay the bill? I inherited a good chunk of money. So I'm drifting. I'm getting by an inheritance right now, but all right. This joke actually seems pretty good. Very dirty. A man on a train. Uh, a man's on a train and looks up from the newspaper he's reading and sees a small Irish midget across from him. He also couldn't help but notice the enormous bulge in the midget's pants. The train stops and both of them get off. The man asks the midget, Can I ask you something personal? Sure, replies the midget. How did you get a dick that big if you're just a dwarf? Ah, says the midget. I'm not a dwarf, I'm a leprechaun. Since you had the courage to ask me, I'll grant you 3 wishes. Uh, the man wishes for $1 million, 100 beautiful women, and a dick as big as the leprechaun's. The leprechaun says, No problem, but there's one thing I'm going you to do for me. You're going to have to let me fuck you. The man's eyes grew wide, but he eventually agrees. They find an alley and get cracking. After the leprechaun is finished, the man, broken, bleeding, and crying, demands his 3 wishes. The leprechaun says, I need but one more thing from you. The man screams, Oh, for crying out loud, what? How old are you, sir? Asks the leprechaun. I'm 37. Why? Replies the man. You're 37 and you still believe in leprechauns? Therefore, false scapegoat. I'm 40 years old and not doing a damn thing. Do you celebrate all holidays? I mean, I don't really celebrate them. Man and a woman are alone in an elevator. The man says to the woman, Excuse me, can I smell your pussy? Offended, the woman says to the man, No. The man says to the woman, Then it must be your feet. What about Christmas and Valentine's Day? I don't really care about them, honestly. Like Christmas, Thanksgiving, like I go to my mom's for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I don't really do much. All right, one more joke. Christmas trees are peaceful. Last joke, and then I'm moving on from jokes. How do you get 200 Canadians out of a pool? Say, please get out of the pool. That one's stupid, but it's like, you know what? Fair. Fair. Oh, good night, Elizabeth. Yeah, that would work. I cannot disagree with that joke. That's nicely exactly. What made you be a YouTuber? Peer pressure. Why do you want to be? Frankly, I didn't. I didn't want to be a YouTuber. My best friend is a YouTuber, and I would sometimes show up on her channel, and a small number of people liked me on her channel, and kept pushing me to start a channel of my own. That said, I probably wouldn't have done it if depression hadn't forced me to quit quit a previous job. I had been working at a call center, um, but during my depression got incredibly bad to the point where I had to quit my job. And at that point, I didn't really have much going on, so I did eventually give in to the pressure and start a YouTube channel. Make money off it? Not a lot. I make a small amount of money off of it. Like, let me see. Did my has this month's pay come in yet? Might not have because it's weekend. But in general, I'm lucky to make a couple hundred a month, if that. Yeah. Yeah, I made 130 bucks off YouTube this month. And that's with me doing it daily. What's a call center? It's a place where a bunch of people go in to do customer service. My parents work at factories. Good for them. But yeah, I mean, I've been doing it, literally every day this month. May have missed one day, I don't remember, but basically every day. Plus, uploading, live every day. Plus, uploading videos. My Final Fantasy and a few book review videos, and not even $150. So I'm not. So no, I'm not making money off YouTube. It is the definition of a side hustle. A tiny amount of extra spending money. Just singing videos. Just destroy whatever goodwill I have left with my viewers. This is the worst month for AdSense. Yeah, I'll take your word on it, Uncle Buck. That's correct. What'd I say? Did I? I don't remember singing. That would have been the girl in the sea. The girl from the sea. I don't actually remember her singing. I don't pay attention to my video. That should tell you. That should tell you a lot. Like I sang. Oh, lost a great. Okay. Yeah, that should tell you. That tells you how much attention I pay to the videos I make. January, February. Mom means made of money. Well, Vanna, if I lost my good graces with my last graphic novel review, hopefully I'll make them back with when I do a review of this one. Hey, Val. I meant the game. Oh, visual novel. Do not feel strongly about your reading ever. Fair. Eating fast food and visiting a family member in the hospital after Sunday night church. What Jadot's doing. Yeah. This one? Yeah, this one? Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. Not the first thing I've read by her. Um, Jada is Jeff definitely talking to her Jenna Ortega AI and Googling pictures of girls kissing. But no spoilers, Cadence. I haven't finished it yet, so don't spoil anything. I'm a little over halfway through. Trump on the third term. I mean, of course he does. Like, anyone could have predicted it. Like, yeah, he was like, of course he wants a third term. Like, everyone, like, anyone with sense predicted that he would. Anyone who isn't completely fucking credulous predicted he would want a third term. Votes for Trump or Harris? I didn't vote for either of them. On account of I'm Canadian. I need to look up where I'll need to be voting. Ugh, that's right, browser. No. Need to look it up on my computer browser. All right. Yeah. Nah, I never heard back. I haven't heard back from a single place that I've applied to in Quebec. That's what I thought down near the Sun Bear. So my polling place is down near the Sun Bear. Bleh. Job market absolute rubbish. Yep. Well, there is also early voting. It looks like down at I don't know. That's a local election. No. Benson Center. Benson Center might not be too bad. I don't think. No, that's even worse. Don't vote block. I mean, I wouldn't because I'm Ontario, Sasha. So the block has no real like. the Bloc has no real foothold in Ontario outside of Quebec. The Bloc is really only in Quebec. Gonna get off and get in the shower and go to bed. Sounds good, Cadence. Enjoy. Yeah, it's not that the Bloc is powerless, it's that they are, you know, they only hold power in Quebec. Hence, Bloc Québécois. Québécois. Provincially? Yes. Yeah, we've got the provincial elections coming up here in Ontario. Ontario. What's a Bloc? It's French. The Bloc Québécois is just a Quebec political party. Once they replace Trudeau. Yeah, I mean Trudeau's stepping down, so Trudeau is being replaced. I mean, Carney seems okay. Picked as a new leader. Yes, or have they? I don't know. I don't know if they've officially picked the leader. I don't think they have actually officially picked the new leader. But I mean, at this point, I don't honestly see it going to anyone else other than Carney. Like, there's other people that like. Good to go, Freeland. Yeah, I mean, Freeland is also running, but I mean, at this point, she is very unpopular. So I'm not sure when. Like, I'm not sure when they'll do their leadership vote. But I honestly, like, it really is Carney's to lose at this point. But I think you're going to say City Street. In this case, that's not what the bloc is in terms of Bloc Québécois. Like a political bloc. Political association type of thing. We go for Quebec's interest mainly. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you do hear about like political blocs, which are just sort of like political organizations, political alliances. Like here in Canada, the Liberals and NDP might be considered, you know, liberal bloc, so to speak. Like the NDP under Layton. Yeah, they've really struggled since Layton. When he was around, they had a chance at a small chance because they were still the NDP, but they had a chance of potentially having like real power. Like they had a chance of maybe even like at some point maybe getting even a majority. Like I said, very slim chance even under Layton. They were always going to be like at some point maybe getting even a majority. Like I said, very slim chance even under Layton. They were always going to be the second party. Yeah, it's like they were always going to be like, you know, they were probably still never going to be the dominant party, but they would have been. They got all the blocks votes. Yeah, that definitely helped a lot. They would have more seats than they do now. Realistically, there probably wouldn't have been that much difference. They still would have formed a coalition with the Liberals. You know, like Justin Trudeau still would have won still would have been prime minister. NDP still would have formed a coalition with the Liberals. They might have been more effective at pushing for certain policies, but that's about it. Do you think it's okay to respond to a DM 4 years later? I see no reason why not. But yeah, it's they haven't really found a charismatic enough leader yet. Like, Singh isn't actually bad. The big issue with Singh is kind of vibes. You know, Singh with like his expensive suits and everything. He seems more like management than labor. Maybe he's stepped down. He probably does. Jack Layton came across as somebody, roll up the sleeves and, get in and do the job. He seemed like somebody who was really part of the labor force, or like who was like really related to the workers, to labor. Saying in terms of policies, he's not actually bad. It's just he doesn't seem like, so he doesn't come across as somebody who fights for the laborers. In terms of his actual politics, there's nothing actually wrong with his politics. For the most part. As far like politically, he is NDP. Like his policies are what one would expect the NDP to promote. About the beat of the Sikh people. That's fine. He's proud of he's proud of his heritage, and that's fine. I'm totally fine with him being proud of his heritage and wanting to protect the wanting to protect the people that his people. Like, they're the Sikhs. He's Sikh. He wants to protect his people. That's fine. I'm fine with that. What it comes down to with him is entirely just how he's perceived. He doesn't give he just doesn't get across that vibe of being someone who wants to fight for workers. And unfortunately, in politics, perception matters. How people see you matters. How you present yourself matters. His problem is entirely down to presentation. That's the word I'm looking for. It's presentation. And that matters in politics. It kind of sucks that it does, but it does. He's not a daddy like Trudeau. Like Mark Carney. The reason he's going to win the Liberal leadership is because he has really strong presentation as someone who will fight to protect Canada. He's got a great, he's got a proven track record. He's got a solid proven track record. But more than that, he's done a really good job presenting himself as someone who will defend Canada. Whereas Poilievre is taking some hits right now because he does not present himself as someone who will defend Canada. he's perceived as someone who is, you know, Canadian version of Trump. Do you defend Canada? Like militarily, probably not. Oh, I have no interest in joining the armed forces. I have no interest in joining the military. I'm not a fighter. Yeah, like people look at Poilievre and think he's just going to roll over for whatever Trump tells him to fucking do. You know, like people look at Poilievre as somebody who will just back down every time Trump pushes. You know, like he's just not somebody, you know, that he's too beholden to Trump, that he's too loyal to Trump, that he is more interested in gaining Trump's favor than he is in actually protecting Canadian interests. That's how Poilievre is increasingly being seen. Whereas Mark Carney won't. He's he's a big fan of Trump. Like he's never he's never hidden the fact that he's a big fan of Donald Trump. You know, that he is a Trump supporter. He's never hidden that. And it's and Trump's reelection has thoroughly backed Poilievre into a corner. Because he's at a point where he can no longer come out and speak out in support of Trump because holy shit, are we ever pissed at Trump right now? But he also can't come out particularly critical of Trump because, hey, his base is big Trump's. You know, a lot of his base are big Trump supporters. Literally, the one silver lining to all of Trump's bullshit about the tariffs and about 51st state and all that bullshit that Trump spewed towards Canada, all this fucking aggression that he's shown towards Canada. The one bright spot is that it means Poilievre might not actually be able to be prime minister. Who's tripping? Uh, Pierre Poilievre, the leader of the Conservative Party up here in Canada. It said a lot of it is going to depend on when the election is called and what. That's a quick shower. Good, Jordan. Yeah, a lot of it is going to depend on when the election is called and whether Trump backs the fuck down. Oh, welcome back, Cadence. Sorry. You know, like if the election is in, you know, if the next federal election is in, say, 6 months, and Trump has been relatively quiet towards Canada for most of that time, then that's going to improve Poilievre's chances. If the election's in 3 months and Trump continues to be an asshole towards Canada, then that's really going to hurt him. So it's what's wild is a month and a half ago. Shit, a month ago. A month ago, Pierre Poilievre was basically guaranteed to win the next federal election. And then Donald Trump made a comment about Canada becoming the 51st state. And in the weeks since that comment and his other comment, it's made the election genuinely unpredictable. Like it's actually up in the air right now. I think the Conservatives still hold a lead in the polls, but polls don't always mean anything. And yeah, it's. I honestly have no idea what's going to happen. I cannot, like, I have no idea whether, at this point, whether the Liberals will actually manage to save it. Bet you the Gerald R. Ford is parked outside Panama City. Those are hanging Ben, yep. Interesting times. They are a curse. Anyway, I suppose I may as well get going. Get going for tonight. Well, the tariffs. Because Trump's an idiot who doesn't actually understand politics. Sleep well. I actually didn't sleep too badly last night. I actually did sleep pretty okay. So, thanks for coming, everybody. See you all tomorrow. Good night.